What if you could totally transform your living room space in just 15 minutes? Well, you actually can. Let me tell you how. Hi, I am Mystie Winckler, homemaker, homeschool mom, and author of the book Simplified Organization, Learn to Love What Must Be Done. I'm also hostess of the Organize October Challenge, and you've landed here in week 2 of the challenge. Hop on over to simplyconvivial.com/October to get your weekly checklist and so much more, including opportunities to win digital and real prizes in the mail by doing this Organize October Challenge. Let's dig right in. Okay, so here we go. We've tidied, we've done some basic tidying up around the living room, taking care of outerwear that's out and giving a home to the things that we tend to lose when we're coming in and out of our homes. Those are the baby steps. And now we need to begin iterating our actual management techniques for this space. We're going to do this by taking some small, flexible cleaning actions. This is real cleaning and not just picking up or decluttering, but I want you to use a timer for these 3 things. When we use a timer to do our housework, we tend to stay more focused. We want to use that limited time well. Having a timer gives us a sense that our time is limited. So instead of letting the work expand to fill as much time as possible, we try to get as much possible done in a limited time. When we do that, we actually get a lot more done than we think is possible. And then that helps us feel very effective and efficient, and we feel more motivated to just get started. And that is key because starting is the hardest part. So for the 3 cleaning tasks that are on this week's checklist, do use a timer and stop yourself at the end of 5 minutes. Notice what you can get done in only 5 minutes. That is a key part of the exercise. So first, spend 5 minutes neatening your piles, tossing garbage, and wiping down surfaces, dusting. But don't go overboard and think you have to empty surfaces in order to effectively dust them. This is a quick, clean process. So we're not completely eliminating all piles or working through decluttering things that shouldn't be there. This is looking at our living room and seeing what we actually have in front of us and doing what we can to pull things together enough to keep it more functional and dealing with the space that we have instead of working toward making it more the space we want it to be. There can be times for that. That's a project work that you want to dedicate more time to at another time. But if we think about just our regular routines and what we can do to keep the space functional and get into rhythms where we are managing the space we have, then setting a timer for 5 minutes and just making whatever piles happen to be in the house, in the living room, a little nicer, a little neater, going around and throwing away as much garbage as possible. That's my own favorite cleaning hack because I don't know about your house, but there's always garbage laying around some way or another. And if you look around and you think there isn't, try picking up a cushion. You might find some. It's a fast way to make a big difference because everyone knows garbage doesn't belong anywhere except the garbage can, or they ought to know that. And garbage doesn't require any decision making. So you can get it done quickly without overthinking it. It's very easy to throw garbage away. So it's a quick win. Go around, look behind things, look under cushions, whatever it takes. Spend 5 minutes tossing garbage, neatening piles, and just wiping down horizontal surfaces. See how much of a visible difference you can make in 5 minutes. Next, spend 5 minutes removing homeless items from the entryway and living room. So this is not really decluttering per se, because you're not taking the clutter and making it not clutter anymore, either by getting rid of it or giving it a home. Like, that's the whole decluttering process, would be to remove the clutter by either making it not clutter or getting rid of it entirely. Here we are just dealing with our living room and entry space. And so we're looking around and saying, what does not belong in this room? You might not have a home for it. You might not know where it belongs, but it doesn't belong where it is. You're just going to get those things out of your living space. Maybe you have a storage room, a laundry room, a garage. Maybe you just get a laundry basket or a container. You just get it out of this space, move it somewhere else. You can deal with it later. But right now you're focusing on getting your living room space better, livable, functional. So the living room is not a storage room. So if there's anything that's there as if the living room were a storage room, you're going to just move it out, not fully deal with it, just remove it during this 5 minutes. And then finally, you're going to spend 5 minutes with a timer, not just looking around and saying, I don't know what to do, but you have to actually spend 5 minutes adding a welcoming touch of beauty. So what can you do in 5 minutes to make your entryway or living room feel more welcoming? Maybe that's arranging the magazines or books on a side table in a more charming, attractive way. It will be disruptive, because if the spread of books is actually attractive, people will pick them up and look at them and mess up your arrangement. The point here is not arranging things just so, but saying, what can I do to make the space feel inviting? Then when it's used the way it's intended to be used, with the furniture is sat on, if the books are picked up and flipped through, you have helped your space do its job. People haven't messed anything up. They've actually enjoyed what you have provided. So you can find joy and satisfaction in that, and then enjoy redoing it again. So maybe lighting a candle, maybe bringing in some flowers, maybe fixing art that's on the wall so it's not crooked, maybe arranging the pillows just so, or straightening the rug, putting books out in an attractive way for people to flip through. The possibilities really are endless. And everyone's living room is going to be an individual expression. And that is a part of the joy and wonder and satisfaction of being a homemaker with a home. So this is just 15 minutes, but in 15 minutes, your living room can really be transformed with these 3 steps. Not because it's perfect, but because you've done some visible transformation work, not only in the space, but also in your attitude and mindset about the space. Your attitude about your home is a huge part of this Organize October challenge. So as a follow-up to this challenge, and also as we as homemakers move into the holiday season, I'm doing a 3-day workshop series called Joy Reset to help us as moms make over our attitude and truly embrace being the festivity in our homes. And we're going to do it right over the American elections, because we need to have our head in a good spot, and that is for our families. So grab your spot in this live workshop. Replays are included by going to the link below. You can get $5 off registration by using the promo code podcast special. That's $5 off by using the code podcast special, all one word smashed together. Find the link in the description or go to simplyconvivial.com/joy-reset. Joy-reset. Our attitudes as moms is the atmosphere of our home. So let's make sure that our attitude is joyful.